G.I. Joe Sigma 6, Season 1, Episode 2, still in quarantine. Um,
That's not part of the show.
oh, yeah. S- um, Index, new line, quarantine. There you go. Microsoft Word jokes. Jokes or phrase uses. Phrases to use. There you go. It made my head crazy. But okay. Yeah, here we go again. Yeah, I got nothing really. You got nothing really? Ready to start?
Yeah, I got nothing either.
What?
I got nothing either.
Yeah, okay. Thank you all for joining us again. You guys will pause the commentary track when I say to pause, and then you'll press play. You'll press play once the it's gonna cut to a red cobra logo on something. Once that logo appears on screen, then you guys will press play on this track, and hopefully this works out. And for us, it's 40 seconds, but we don't know when it will be for you guys. So hopefully things work out. Which just to repeat myself, just in case, you guys will pause the commentary track when I say to pause, and then you'll press play once the red Cobra logo on something. Once that appears on screen, then you guys will press play on this track. But until then, press pause now.
Wait, we hit play, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The voice guy they got for Cobra, I think they told him to make some kind of weird, like he kind of talks like, yeah, I'm evil. Like
they're like very high pitch.
In a way, yeah, but it's kind of scratchy or whatever that is.
So like the original.
Was the original like that? I don't know.
Yeah, it was. It was high pitch and like.
Can you give me an example of that or no?
Screechy. No.
You don't want to.
I don't want to.
I had a feeling.
I mean, you could look it up. I mean,
not right now though.
It was annoying, but yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say it, but I do like the ninja robots that Storm Shadow had.
Nope.
They were the ones that shot like their arms off that had spikes on them, like right there.
Okay.
They were fighting against Snake Eyes' students. Or I just overall like the idea of ninja robots.
Looking more at Duke, I could realize how they cast Channing Tatum.
Yeah, this guy's like perfect. Like, because G.I. Joe the movie was some years after this, right?
It was after Iron Man, so 2008, like 2008,
okay.
2009.
Okay. Yeah, because they were just looking at the latest interpretation of G.I. Joe, and they just stumbled across this. It makes perfect sense why they got Channing Tatum.
Yeah. I was actually excited for G.I. Joe.
Hey, there were a lot of good possibilities from it, but
mostly because it was like the producer of or the director of Iron Man's producing it. I'm like, all right, cool. I like the Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there were so many problems that we learned from behind the scenes when we did the track on it.
Yeah.
Which resulted also in Channing Tatum not giving a fuck, which is fair. Which is fair considering what we learned, what he had to deal with.
Not a fun movie to work on.
Yes, we will, Scarlett. Also, for all these cars and weapons, I think they were specifically designed to sell toys. We'll model this.
I think this was a toy line first before it became into a show.
You assume, right?
Yeah, from what I've read.
Oh, and this guy's Hawk, which we learned from the movie, was like the head guy before Duke, and then Duke takes over, or Duke is right superior wise is right under Hawk.
Good.
I am. What's I am?
Instant messaging.
I don't even know. Wait a minute.
Scott. Oh, I guess we
Wait,
gotta find who Scott is
that's the
now.
voice of Jaden from GX. You hear it?
I think so.
Oh yeah, it's definitely him. I recognize that voice actor.
Scott.
The communicator is a card that just says GI Joe. I thought the team was supposed to be secret.
Yeah, well, the voice actor is Matthew, something French Canadian.
And he's Jaden.
I'm not sure because they replaced the voice actor with somebody else. I guess I'm assuming in the second season.
GX.
No, for GI Joe.
Oh no, that character doesn't come back.
Oh no.
No, yeah, I remember. Like he's only for this season.
Ooh, they changed
And
voice actor.
yeah, but was I right in that that's the voice actor for Jaden?
Let me find out. What's the dude's name again? Matthew, something French Canadian.
Even in jail, Cobra Commander sits on a chair like a throne.
Handcuffed, no less.
Mm-hmm. Ah, puns. This guy got punched. It's like Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin. Are you still searching that up?
I really am. I forgot that the dude has a very odd surname. There you go.
There you go. What was I right?
No, I finally found him.
Okay.
Zartan.
Zartan.
Yeah, he's Jaden in GX. You're right.
All right. Okay, so that's the voice actor. That's the voice coming out of Cobra Commander. What do you think?
Kind of just sounds like he has a sore throat.
Okay. Machete's the guy with the shotgun. And yeah, all the weapons load lasers instead of weapons. I mean, on bullets. Oh, also, this is a very high tech prison. Like Cobra Commander must be a very, very well known / horrible terrorist.
He's the Magneto of the universe.
Oh, no, don't give him too much credit. No way.
I don't know why that guy's Australian.
And the guy with that red hoodie on top, I think he's one of the guys from the
Oh, it's a chainsaw.
from the Yu-Gi-Oh arc, and when they use the Silver Calcos, that circle thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, all the biker dudes had, like, all of them had accents. Remember or no?
No, that I don't remember.
Okay, I just wanted to tell you that I think that guy behind dude with the red hoodie, I
Mm-hmm.
think he's one of the bikers from that season.
Okay.
I think, but easily could be wrong.
I still like that season from Yu-Gi-Oh.
You like it or no?
I really do.
Why is that then?
I thought that was probably the more, I don't know, better one.
Is it because at some point, Yugi's the one that actually loses his soul, and the Pharaoh's like on his own with PTSD?
No, I don't remember that actually.
Oh no. Oh, what? One of the most interesting things of that season, and you don't remember it.
I don't remember that.
You remember what Joey stuff trying to save Mai?
I remember that. I think it's mostly
Of
that.
course
And
you
I
would.
always, I, don't know. I thought it was neat.
But it was a different approach than the previous season, where it was just all Merrick and the Battle City tournament on only in that city, compared to the following season in where they literally travel everywhere.
Right.
The classic robot tournament.
What's the name of that show where robots fight?
There were several of them, man. Come on.
I, it's on ABC, I think.
It doesn't help either.
It's not something simple as robot fighting.
Like sure. Scott, listen to the girl who's inviting you to her house for some food. Wink, wink.
Well, she looks older, so.
They're in college, man.
Oh, wait, so is he? Thought he was like a teen.
Zephyr. I think those characters never show up again. Also, to be fair.
And of course, he's a mechanic.
Ay, Dios mío. Por
Yeah.
si él es mecánico. Man, look, those wheels are big.
Yeah. Of course, he knows how to fix it.
Wait, where are his grease stains? Prove that stereotype more right.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for him to whistle.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't do that already. Or maybe he didn't. We didn't
Yeah.
listen. It sounds like something they would have done already.
Kind of want him to now.
Man, how
You remember those toys where it's like robot dogs?
I don't.
You don't? This is like back when I was a kid. Yeah, small robot toys. They didn't move much, but like you would push, I think, on their nose or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
They would do like this little thing. I forgot what they were called. Now I'm gonna have that in my head. Next Pokemon, cool. Battle. I have no idea what that is.
I think that's the one that had like where it's toys, but then they shoot like marbles from the center of their chest. You remember that or no?
I don't.
Oh, good for you. It was a weird show, but this was after Yu-Gi-Oh was over, so like that craze was going on, and we're using toys for stuff that makes it look like even more dangerous.
Yeah, after Channel 5, I remember the big two were Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, and
Oh,
those
yeah.
two ended. And then after that, we just sort of like these shows that lasted like a season.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? What shows happened after that though?
There's one called Duel Masters, which is very weird. It had cards too, but like the cards also like came to life and they fought.
Mm-hmm.
But then like there were some different rules in where it's some really weird rules, and each one had like 5 or 6 shields to protect themselves from being attacked directly or something like that.
I remember Chaotix.
Oh yeah, I like Chaotic because they they kind of like combined, not combined, but they took a different approach to Yu-Gi-Oh, because it is Yu-Gi-Oh,
Mm-hmm.
but they use a different kind of creativity for it, right?
They become the monsters, right?
Yeah, they become the monsters,
I
and
remember that. I remember.
and if they want to get like newer versions of those monsters that are like more powerful or have a different or have like a different genetic or something like that, they go to the monster world to scan them with their devices, and and like if they were to scan a creature that was sick, and
Mm-hmm.
then the version that they would get would only be that version that was sick, because that was a condition and where they scanned the creature of.
That actually sounds pretty funny.
That's funny, but I like that idea. And we're like, it's
Uh-huh.
not just a card game. You actually are the monsters, and there's more to it to get new monsters.
I remember they rebooted it, and it was just the same
No, it wasn't rebooted.
story, just like with.
It wasn't rebooted. It was just a continuation of the following. It was a continuation of the show. They just did it in a different kind of art style.
I remember that, yeah, but they were like it's like the same.
Everything was the
Because I
same.
remember they repeated the same story though.
Yeah, it was. It was a continuation of the end of the last season of the previous season. I
Uh huh.
mean, and we're like and one of our heroes turns out to be cheating,
Mm-hmm.
and then it ended in a big cliffhanger, and it took a while for them to come back with the next season. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. That's some Metal Gear Solid shit right there.
Yeah, it even yells, even though it makes no sense for it
Yeah.
to yell, like mwah, like Chef's Kiss, Metal Gear Solid, right there.
Yeah, robots don't even give it a voice. Toy.
Not enemy computer, just an enemy program. You have it there.
It's not very bright.
Even though he's supposed to be very smart. Immediately.
It sounds like they told the actor like, "Hey, do an English accent."
Is that Yugi's grandpa?
You know, you could be right. Ah, fuck no, I gotta find. Do
The
you know the
curiosity's
voice?
taking over you. Oh, I just cracked my arms. Oh,
The hell's his name?
I have no idea. It has to be close to something related to a robot. How crazy would the real world actually be if just the simple idea of robot pets was actually a thing? Like that would drastically change the world, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Especially since if even the slightest form of an AI or if the robot is actually able to understand your different commands, that's a huge deal because that means they're getting smarter.
Right.
That's still a huge deal. Sure.
Maybe you're just a bad owner.
Actually, you almost killed your pet. Wait, can dogs actually like burp?
I don't know, to be honest.
I know they can
Do your
puke.
dogs burp? I never had a dog, so I can't say.
Oh, really? You never had one?
No.
Huh.
Well, I live in an apartment, so I can't have pets.
Well, I don't know.
Have your dogs burp?
I've had dogs I've always had dogs, but I can't even answer that question. I know they barf.
Hey, I seen them puke. Yeah, it's always a weird sight. The animation doesn't look too bad
Here or just overall?
overall. I guess since the first episode was mostly ice,
Mhm.
ice ain't exactly
And
exciting to look at. But
now we've been mainly in secluded areas.
yeah,
Well, it sounds like the
okay.
sounded like the Mega Man noises that they would have on the show, didn't it?
It depends which Mega Man show you're talking about.
The one that we talked about before, Anti Warrior. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
the like that weird sounded almost exactly once the Namis were plugged in. You hear and you see like
oh yeah.
it sounded almost exactly like it.
The dog looks something out of it too.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Because
Actually,
in Anti Warrior, yeah, it's the future where I think all the animals are robots.
I like that show.
I know. I remember you saying that. Also, you can know I was able to get all of the Spectacular Spider-Man because I know you really liked it.
I did really like it. It had a kick-ass
Mm.
theme.
Oh yeah, and episode 2 over. This one was
Hey,
much
how
more.
does that one end?
Oh, sorry,
How does that one end?
Spectacular
Spectacular
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah, because the
I don't
last
remember.
episode I remember was Spider-Man's trying to save Venom from Mary Jane, but then turns out his love is Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, I don't remember if that was the last episode or not.
That was the last episode they showed because they didn't show anymore after that.
I think it might be when Gwen almost dies, similar, or she dies the way she does in the comics, or in the in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, like how she dies like
Mhm.
that. Because I know for her death, a clock tower is always involved.
Okay.
Uh huh.
No, 'cause I'm curious because I figure since you've seen all of it,
No, I
'cause I only
haven't.
saw. Oh, I've only seen it up to that episode because after that, they stopped showing the show.
Yeah, it was canceled, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, okay. And funny thing is, and it's the guy that worked on Gargoyles and Young Justice, and all those shows, really good shows, also by the way, which were all canceled. Also,
Damn, that guy has poor luck.
he really does. But the only show that actually came back, and where he was actually able to finish it, or I don't know if he's making another season, is Young Justice. Because I remember telling you about that, like that whole story. Yeah. That's been the only thing that he's worked on that actually came back for to be brought back. That was the only one.
Damn.
I would so love if they were able to renew Spectacular Spider-Man and actually end it, because I really liked that show when I was watching it.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of cartoons, it was the end of episode 2. This one was much. This was setting up stuff and more storyline wise. While the first one, it was just trying to introduce you to, okay, here we go, but we're gonna show some action and very little story. This one,
Yeah.
we got Cobra Commander. We got several new members of Cobra's team. And we're gonna introduce to Scott, who will be a main character. He'll be a supporting character for this season, and setting up of just everything that's gonna happen with the rest of the show, or the rest of the season. So, your thoughts on this episode, or nothing much?
No, nothing much. It just took me to this and I realized the animation's not that bad.
Oh, yeah, because in this one everything just slowed down. We're in small areas, not small areas, but
Yeah.
we're here, then we're here, and then we're here, and then that's it. So they could spend more time actually like doing the backgrounds and everything well.
Yeah.
So just fine, right? This episode, like, okay, they're just setting up everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you all for joining us again. And here's next time. After this episode, we're gonna figure out for ourselves if we're gonna continue watching this season or this show during with the virus going on right now. Okay. Any final words, Christian? If this is the last time we'll do it.
We'll see how it goes, how well it turns out.
Okay. I do hope though it works out. I really still want to do this stuff. Okay, yeah. Thank you all again for second time, and have a good day and week, whatever it might be for you, or weekend for that matter.